they're coming. The door is open. The door is open.
हमारे टाउन में है, इधर से करना पड़ेगा, कर दूँ?
Moot has ruined a lot of things. But ruined this. Let's keep only one compares. Please, अपना
ठीक है, पर ये इधर रख साइड में, ये I'll be like, मैंने डिसाइड किया मैं ऐसे रहूँगी. This is the perfect place, like this.
you're supposed to end up in here.
I know, but then like this, you know.
मेरा इधर है, तो इधर से इतना बोल, इधर से इतना बोल.
अच्छा ठीक है बॉस. Beautiful. मैं क्या बोलूँ? Good evening.
Good evening, Honorable Judges of the Bombay High Court, Honorable Chief Justice S.M. Modak and Honorable Chief Justice Sandeep Marne, Honorable Chief Justice Riaz Chagla, Trustee of the Chief Justice M.C. Chagla Memorial Trust, Professor Kishu Daswani, members of the Moot Court Association, and ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for us to welcome everyone present this evening to the valedictory function of the 31st M.C. Chagla Memorial Government Law College National Moot Court Competition 2024. To begin on a solemn note, we will now commence with the Saraswati Vandana. I'd like to request our esteemed dignitaries to come forward for the lighting of the lamp. Request our esteemed dignitaries to take their places on the stage.
Chief Justice Muhammad Ali Karim Chagla was one of the finest legal luminaries to have graced this revered profession. Justice M.C. Chagla, after studying at the University of Oxford, joined the Bombay Bar in 1922 and practiced as a lawyer for 19 years in the High Court of Bombay before he was appointed as a judge and consequently the Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court. His career rose to prominence after his appointment as Advocate General in 1941, where he played a prominent role in upholding civil liberties. Later, as the first Indian Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court, he set the benchmark for providing justice and upholding the rule of law and balancing individual liberties. In the words of Mr. Nani Palkhewala, Justice Chagla illuminated justice and humanized the law. Mr. Y.V. Chandrachud placed his lordship's innate sense of what is just and what is fair, which allowed him to balance the rule of law with individual liberties. His lordship's judgments have left a lasting impact on Indian jurisprudence, with other jurisdictions drawing inspiration from his legacy. After retirement, he served as an ad hoc judge in the International Court of Justice and acted as India's ambassador to the United States and to the United Kingdom before taking oath as a cabinet minister, wherein he held the portfolio of education and then external affairs. In the words of D.Y. Chandrachud, only a few others could possibly come close to the diversity of roles Chief Justice Chagla took on, and yet, unsurprisingly, he managed to excel in each and every one of them. Being an alumnus of this esteemed institution, his lordship also taught constitutional law at Government Law College, Mumbai. We, the Moot Court Association of Government Law College, Mumbai, would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the MC Chagla Memorial Trust for letting us play a part in paying a tribute to his lordship by hosting this competition in association with us for 31 years now.
The MC Chagla Memorial National Moot Court Competition is one of the most distinguished moot court competitions in the country. Over the past 31 years, this competition has grown in size and stature, being elevated to a national level competition since its 18th edition. We host students from the best law schools across the country, with the quality of participation refining with each passing edition.
Our dignitaries for today were thoroughly impressed by the fine display of advocacy by the finalists. We're very honored to have amidst us Honorable Shri Justice S.M. Modak and Honorable Shri Justice Sandeep Marne, who presided over the final rounds of arguments of this competition. Our first judge for the evening, Justice Modak, pursued his LLM from Thane Law College in 1989. He enrolled as an advocate in 1989 and dedicated 18 years of service to the legal practice, representing clients in various courts across the state of Maharashtra, including the Bombay High Court. During this time, his lordship handled a diverse array of cases, including civil, criminal, revenue, and consumer matters, and conducted numerous session trials. In 2007, his lordship joined the judiciary as a district and assistant sessions judge. His judicial journey also included appointments in the as the chief judge at the Small Causes Court and as the principal district judge in Pune. Justice Modak was elevated as an additional judge of the Bombay High Court in 2018, bringing with him vast judicial experience as an asset. I'd like to kindly request His Lordship, Honorable Justice Shri Riyaz Chagla, to felicitate Justice Modak. I would now like to invite Justice Modak to address the audience for the evening.
Now, I think both the teams are now relaxed. I can understand that they are waiting for the result. So still their heartbeats are pumping like that. You have to wait for some more time. The trustee and my esteemed colleague, Justice Riyaz Chagla, my another esteemed colleague, Justice Marne, Professor Kishu sir of GLC, all the students who have organized this moot court competition very well, very nicely, with all planning. All the participants from both the teams, the two teams who had come from, I think, Bangalore and Delhi. All other students, professors, other staff of a GLC present here. In fact, this moot court competition gave me opportunity to sit with Justice Marne, not as a division bench, but division bench of a moot court competition. So in fact, we are really happy to judge the performance of the young, talented, intelligent students from 2 elite colleges. So when we have heard their submissions, after conclusion, in fact, it tempted us to give some verdict. Because we always used to give a judgment and verdict once the matters are argued. But Justice Marne told me that here we are not for giving verdict. Whether the act is a constitution or unconstitutional. We are here in a different role. The role is to judge the performance of the participant, how they are prepared, how they are arguing, what efforts they have taken, what are their constraints, how they understood the law, how they understood the query put up by we both. So our role is different. When we have judged your performances, every day and day night, we are judging the performance of the advocates. So we are used to it. But here role is different. What we observe is that because after completing the course, probably you may join litigation, or some of you may opt for corporate field. But if you will join the litigation, what are the parameters and what are the qualities of a good advocate that we are just trying to assess? What are those qualities? You may be representing the petitioner, you may be representing the respondent. So qualities are that you must make preparation very well. You must be conversant with the facts. You must be having full control over the facts. This is one of the parameters. Now what we find that the second team, they have initiated with few of the facts. They have explained within 2-3 sentences what are the facts. It is true that judges, when they are listening the matter, it is expected that they have read that matter. So whether to tell the facts or not is a different thing. But they have explained little bit about the facts. About the law, what we find that they have referred the judgments and citations very well. They were conversant with those factual aspects and the legal aspects. Another quality of a good advocate is that he must also understand whether their arguments is appealing to the judge or not, and what are his reactions. What we find that nowadays, these new batch of advocates, so they know how to argue well in a moot competition. But when they come to court of law, the role is different. As an advocate, they are not to simply argue just like they are arguing in a moot court competition. So there are more qualities. They must also try to ascertain whether their arguments are appealed to the judge or not. But what we find, the new entrants, they are coming to court of law, they are just arguing, just like they are arguing in a moot court competition. Because all the new generation is a product, what we can say, is a product of moot court competition. There are advantages of a moot court. During our days, there were no moot court competitions. The advantages are that when you are preparing for that moot proposition, you have to read the facts, you have to read the law, you have to read connected judgments, you have to read the judgments which are against your proposition. So there are too many advantages of a participation in a moot court. I can understand that. But court practice is different. Preparation is also required when you are arguing in a court of law. But one more facet is that the advocates, they are forgetting one fact. What is that fact? Because some famous advocate has said that who can be a good advocate? The advocate who is well versed with the facts, is well versed with the law, is well versed with the latest judgment, and one more quality. He must read the judge, because after all, judge is a human being. That is most important. And so it reminded me about the qualities of Chief Justice MC Chagla, in whose memory this competition is organized. He was recognized as a good human being because it is said that Justice MC Chagla was a great judge. Not only that, he was a great judge, he was a great citizen. In fact, I would put it otherwise. So what is important to become a good advocate? You must be good human judge. So what are those qualities? Qualities is that you must listen to others. You must understand what your opponent is saying. You must listen patiently. You must respect him. It reminded me the one view expressed by our constitution maker, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. After the constitution was drafted, he was traveling in entire India. First time he came to Pune. Justice Marne, his hometown is Pune. Pune is known for many things. So after that, first time he came to Pune. He came to Pune and he visited district court. And he gave a lecture. What was the topic? Topic was that, what is the role of opposition in a democracy? What is the role? So he has said, democracy can survive if the opposition is respected. So what is the theme behind is that, if we apply it to advocacy, you must listen to the arguments of other side patiently. That is important. Now when we have heard the presentations, what we gather is that both the teams are well prepared. And during rebuttal also, they have tried to give their explanation. So what are the points raised by the other side? So we find both the teams were instantly, they have gave their reactions. That is more important. Because in a rebuttal, it does not get a time. We do not know what are the points raised by other side. So we find these two qualities in both the teams. Both of you are well prepared. After seeing your performances, what we can say, that it can be said that all of you can do well during your advocacy. They are imbibed on you. You are possessing those qualities. So with these qualities, when you will enter the legal profession, then we are sure that you will succeed. Another thing what we have observed is that, so when a particular team was arguing, so they were not only looking at our, both of us, but they are looking at other side also. That we have noticed when the second team was arguing, they were addressing towards us, so also they are looking at the performance of the other side. That is a good quality we have noticed, so far as the second team is concerned. So overall, the performance of all of you was very nice. We are both satisfied. Now we know that we can only select one team as a first, and second team can be the runner-up only. But my good wishes to all of you, and so I express good wishes to you also, and so I thanks the management of the Government Law College to invite us to judge your performance. I'm thankful to my brother Justice Chagla. I'm sure that he must have recommended our name. And lastly, I must give good wishes to entire your GLC team who have managed, who have organized this moot court competition very well. Because once I have entered these premises, I was looking at whether any professor is there or not. Where is the professor? But I'm sure that the professors, they trust their students, and they were fully confident they can manage the show even if they will come after some time. So my best wishes. I'm aware that your professor must be busy somewhere in other work, but I express my best wishes to all your team. And after all, this moot court competition is known in entire India as a reputed moot court competition, and you have stood by that tradition and goodwill. So my best wishes to you also, and thanks you.
Thank you for those insightful words, Your Lordship. Honorable Shri Justice Marne graduated from ILS Law College, Pune, and went on to earn his postgraduate degree from Pune University. Enrolled with the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa in 1996, his Lordship has since built a distinguished practice appearing in both appellate and original jurisdictions of the High Court. His areas of expertise include municipal and town planning law, service law, copyright issues, arbitration, and others. As an advocate, Justice Marne appeared not only before the Bombay High Court but also other high courts and the Supreme Court of India. In 2022, Justice Marne was appointed as an additional judge of the Bombay High Court, bringing his extensive knowledge and dedication to the bench. I'd like to kindly request the General Secretary of the Moot Court Association, Ms. Tanisha Singh, to felicitate Justice Marne. I would like to invite His Lordship to address the gathering.
My esteemed colleagues, Brother Justice Riyaz Chagla and Brother Justice Modak, Professor Daswani, the one who I think has guided you in organizing this moot court competition, all the organizing committee members of this competition today, the participating teams, and all the students who are present today. A very good evening to one and all. You know what is the best thing for a judge to judge a moot court competition is that he doesn't have to then sit in the chamber and write a judgment. I told this to Mr. Justice Modak this morning because forming a decision is one thing and translating that decision into a judgment takes a lot of efforts for a judge. And today we were relieved of both the tasks of not only not judging what the decision would be and also not to write a judgment here. So we were happy to be invited today in this grand educational institutions relating to law. During the course of my introduction, it is told to you that I am a student of alumni of ILS Law College Pune, which again has a great tradition. And I was curious, I asked your organizing team members whether ILS has participated, and unfortunately ILS was not one of the participating teams. About mooting, I must say, I myself passed out in 1996 from a 5-year law course in Pune. Mooting that time had started and it was in its nascent stages. And I also did a couple of moot court competitions. The atmosphere wasn't as formal as it is seen today. But I'm glad to see that now mooting is a part of compulsory curriculum made by the Bar Council of India. And I think most of the students now get opportunities to participate in moot court competitions. I was just talking to Professor Daswani that you should also encourage mock trials, because just presenting arguments is sometimes not enough. It is also better to take up some criminal cases or say maybe a suit for specific performance, lead evidence, and because procedural law is also very important. Sometimes you may have a very good case on merits, but if you commit a mistake in procedure, you can lose a case. So to get a good hand at procedural law, it's also a good idea to organize mock trial competitions also. Today, one of the teams will win. We had opportunity of judging only 2 teams, and I'm sure there are several others who got eliminated in the preliminary rounds. As far as I see these moot court competitions, it's not important who wins or who loses. What is important is participation. So please continue participating in these moot court competitions, because the way you argue, honestly I'm telling you this not just to praise you, but the way you argue, it's almost like sitting in a courtroom. The way the arguments are presented, you are all so well prepared, and you are able to answer the queries put by the judges. I tried deliberately putting up queries which are not slightly different than the topic that you are arguing, to just see what is your response. But the way you respond to it, and this is very important for a lawyer, because as judges sometimes we ask you something different than what you prepare for. And thinking on your legs is very important when you argue a case before court. And today what we observed is that the way both the teams were able to answer the queries, the thinking process was so good that we thought that this was a regular courtroom. So all of you did very good. Keep participating in all the moot court competitions as much as you can, so that these competitions ultimately give birth to good lawyers who practice law in the courts. What was also pleasant was both the teams opened their presentations through girls. We have, I don't know whether you know this, we have a judicial academy at Uttan. So whenever young judges get selected to judicial magistrate first class or civil judge junior division, they are imparted training of 1 year in this judicial academy. This is our second consecutive batch where 60% of our judges, newly recruited judges, are girls. So we have, this is second consecutive year where 60% lady judicial officers will be entering the judiciary. And this increased participation is a welcome factor, which I see, and even many moot court competitions that I attended, I see much more participation by girls. And today also it was very pleasant to see 2 girls opening up, and both did very well. And congratulations to both of them. Just a small piece of advice, because I don't know which years of your respective courses you are, but I'm sure you'll be soon joining profession. One advice that I would like to give to all of you is that just be consistent. Whatever you start, be consistent, don't hop, because sometimes people will keep on advising you that why have you joined that senior, why have you joined that firm, this is better, that is better. Consistency is one thing which is needed in this profession the most. I am a product of that. As I was just telling Justice Modak now, that I started practicing in relatively unknown court, which most of you may not even know. It's an administrative tribunal. I started my practice in Central Administrative Tribunal. And historically, I don't think any lawyer practicing in that tribunal has made it as a judge of the High Court. But destiny takes you. Just be consistent where you are, and just putting your efforts there. The destiny takes you to different fields of law, and wherever you are destined to go, you will reach there. But if we keep on hopping, I've seen my own colleagues and contemporaries who did that, who I believe deserved better places than me. But just because they were not consistent, they kept on changing solicitor firms or their seniors, that they got left out ultimately in the race. So this is just one piece of advice that I would like to give to all of you. Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm really grateful to my esteemed brother Justice Chagla, who have invited me to judge the today's competition. All of you were very good. For those who couldn't make it to the finals or got eliminated in the preliminary rounds, don't get disheartened. Participation is more important. It is basically to improve your skills of presentation of arguments, which is more important. And I would urge Professor Daswani that moot court should not be restricted only to those bright students. These are competitions, that's okay, but you can have some other smaller competitions where maybe judges of the High Court will not come. Even your brighter students can judge them. But allow participation to all. Let everybody try their hand at moot courts. That's important. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for those kind words of wisdom. It is my pleasure to introduce the trustee of the MC Chagla Memorial Trust, Honorable Shri Justice Riaz Chagla. After graduating from the University of Cambridge, Downing College, His Lordship enrolled as an advocate with the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa in 1993 and practiced as a counsel in the Bombay High Court for over 23 years. His Lordship also appeared before the Honorable Supreme Court of India and was appointed on the Union Panel in 2009. During His Lordship's practice as a counsel, he appeared in civil, constitutional and commercial matters. Justice Chagla was elevated as an additional judge of the Honorable Bombay High Court in 2017. We would like to thank Justice Chagla for his unwavering guidance and valuable inputs, without which this competition would have been a distant reality. I'd like to request our Assistant General Secretary, Ms. Disha Sonavne, to felicitate Justice Chagla. I would now like to invite His Lordship to address the audience.
Good evening. As trustee of the Chief Justice MC Chagla Memorial Trust, it's a privilege to be here. I would like to thank my brother judges, Justice Modak and Justice Marne, who most willingly agreed to judge this competition. I know as a judge of the Bombay High Court that we have an extremely busy schedule, and particularly since the term is commencing from Monday. But for them to spare their valuable time, I indeed am very grateful. I would also like to thank Professor Daswani, who diligently attends all the moot court competitions and sees to it that the performance and the teams who are competing are all there and on schedule, and everything runs well. I would also like to thank Tanisha Singh, who is the General Secretary of the Moot Court Association for her valuable guidance, to all the other students who participated, no, who organized this competition. Well, as I say, I come here every year, and this is the 31st year of the Moot Court competitions. We started with city level, then it grew to state level, and then we attained national level Moot Court competition. There is, of course, international, but that is the DM Harish, who association who normally runs the international Moot Court competition here. I have judged that competition as well. I can share that with you. I would like to say that the participants in this competition, their participation improves every year. In fact, we have diverse participants from all colleges, all over India. There are in fact, I can share with you the finals was between Christ College of Bangalore against the Symbiosis of Noida. Both the competitors, there were three competitors, because one, of course, does the research work, the other two were the arguing competitors. They were participants. They were extremely good in their participation, but there can only be one winner. In fact, my brother judges have shared with you their valuable guidance so far as how you should perform in these competitions. One thing which I would like to share with you, in fact, my brother Judge Justice Modak also wanted to express to you, that the moot problem setter, we must be extremely grateful to him, because this moot problem was very prevalent in this country, and in fact it touches each and every one of every citizen in the country. So far as this competition is concerned, we decided to have it half hybrid, half in person. So the earlier rounds are hybrid till the semi-finals. This just makes it more convenient for the participants, who can participate from different parts of the country through virtually. The finals, the semi-finals and finals, of course, are something which I always believe and I always maintain should be in person. In fact, as judges of the High Court, we had noticed this during the COVID pandemic, that you can never match an in-person hearing with a virtual hearing. You can never compare the two. In fact, in-person hearing is something which really gives a feel of a court, where you're appearing before the judges are hearing you, they're imbibing all your arguments, and you are getting that confidence in appearing before the judges. What's most important in this moot court competition, and which all of you should bear in mind, is that by participating you get tremendous amount of confidence, because rarely do you appear before judges of the Bombay High Court in any other situation, and where you do appear and you do present your case well, you have tremendous amount of satisfaction, and I'm sure all of you did. Well, as I said, there can only be one winner, and I leave it to my brother judges to announce that winner. But I'd like to thank all of you to being here and attending this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Justice Chagla, for those encouraging words.
Unfortunately, our principal, Dr. Asmita Vaidya, could not be here due to certain difficulties. However, we would like to thank her for her constant support and guidance in organizing this event. The 31st edition of this competition saw participation from some of the finest law schools in the country. The colleges that participated in the 31st edition of the MC Chagla National Moot Court Competition are National Law Institute, University, Bhopal; Himachal Pradesh National Law University, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia National Law University, Gujarat National Law University, Gandhinagar; Symbiosis Law School, Pune; Army Institute of Law, Mohali; Rajiv Gandhi National University of Law, Patiala; School of Law, Christ; National Law University, Jodhpur; Jindal Global Law School, Government Law College Mumbai, Symbiosis Law School Noida, National Law University Odisha, National Law School of India University Bangalore, Maharashtra National Law University Mumbai. A hearty congratulations to all the teams for a laudable presentation of advocacy and research skills. We shall now begin with the most awaited segment of today's evening, the declaration of results. To begin with, the winner of the award for the Best Memorial is Symbiosis Law School Pune. Since the winners of the Best Memorial Award are not here today, we shall now be moving on to the next award.
The winner of the award for the second best speaker goes to Miss Akshita Goyal from Symbiosis Law School, Noida. I'd like to request Justice Chagla to kindly present the award for the second best speaker.
The winner for the award for the best speaker goes to Mr. Shashank Patil from Team Code O, National Law School of India University, Bangalore. I would like to invite Honorable Chief Justice Riyaz Chagla to kindly present the award for the best speaker.
We now come to the most anticipated moment of the evening. The winner of the award for the best team goes to School of Law, Christ. I'd like to invite Justice Modak to kindly present the award for the best team.
The winner.
The winner of the award for the second best team goes to Symbiosis Law School, Noida. We request Honorable Chief Justice Sandeep Marne to kindly present the award for the second best team. Ms. Tanisha Singh, General Secretary of the Moot Association of Government Law College Mumbai, has been a constant pillar of support and guidance to the entire committee. The success of this moot can be attributed to her dedication and perseverance. Through her leadership, the Moot Court Association has achieved higher standards of excellence in all our endeavours. I'd like to call our dear General Secretary to deliver the vote of thanks for this evening.
Honorable Shri Justice S.M. Modak, Honorable Shri Justice Sandeep V. Marne, Honorable Shri Justice Riyaz Chagla, Professor Keshu Daswani, participants, ladies and gentlemen. It has truly been a privilege for the Moot Court Association of Government Law College, Mumbai to organize and host this event in the memory of the late Chief Justice M.C. Chagla, one of the finest legal luminaries to have graced this coveted profession. On behalf of the Moot Court Association of Government Law College, Mumbai, I would like to sincerely thank Honorable Chief Justice S.M. Modak for sparing his invaluable time this evening and judging the final round of oral arguments. We are indeed grateful to His Lordship for accepting our invitation and adorning this event with his presence. I extend my sincere gratitude to Honorable Chief Justice Sandeep V. Marne for his invaluable time and his prompt consent to preside over the final round of oral arguments and valedictory function of this prestigious competition. We are indeed grateful to His Lordship for gracing us with his presence this evening. The transition from a state-level competition to a national-level competition and the growing stature of this prestigious moot is truly an outcome of the broad vision of the Chief Justice M.C. Chagla Memorial Trust. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the trustees of the M.C. Chagla Memorial Trust, Mr. Iqbal Chagla, Mr. Jahangir Chagla, Honorable Chief Justice Riaz Chagla, Retired Honorable Chief Justice B.N. Sri Krishna, Mr. Rashmikant Dakshini, Mr. Darayas Khambata, and Mr. Shyam Benigil for their consistent support and dedication towards the success of this competition. The growing stature of this event bears testimony to the constant support, encouragement, and dedication of a number of individuals. This competition would truly be incomplete without acknowledging the efforts of these esteemed individuals. We are truly grateful to Mr. Iqbal Chagla, trustee of the M.C. Chagla Memorial Trust, for his benevolence to this institution. This event would not have been possible without the relentless guidance and support of Honorable Chief Justice Riaz Chagla. We are extremely grateful to you, sir, for all your support and look forward to many more successful editions of this moot. I would also like to thank our Madam Principal, Dr. Asmita Vaidya, for the guidance, direction, and constant support that she has provided to the Moot Court Association and its functioning. I would also like to thank our Professor in Charge, Ms. Nuzhat Sheikh, and Professor Keshu Daswani for being a source of inspiration for their continuous encouragement of student activities in the college. The Moot Court Association is forever indebted to them for their immense support. I must thank Mr. Tushar Mittal for drafting the case study for this competition. His support, guidance, and dedication to the moot has been invaluable to us. Further, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all judges for sparing their valuable time in judging the preliminary, quarters, and semi-final rounds of this competition. I would now like to thank the members of the Moot Court Association for their constant devotion towards the success of this competition. In particular, I would like to thank the post holders of the Moot Court Association, Ms. Disha Sonavade, Mr. Om Khurana, Ms. Palomi Visaria, Mr. Paramya Nand, Ms. Disha Talsian, Ms. Tanvi Jog, Ms. Nishka Khatri, Mr. Rushal Motwani, Ms. Padmalakshmi Panchal, and Ms. Radhika Chaparia. I would additionally like to thank Ms. Vidula Barze, Ms. Drishti Patrawala, Mr. Karan Nair, Mr. Agastya Vijaya Raghavan, Mr. Nikhil Padhan, Ms. Nishtha Gada, Ms. Sakshi Shetty, Mr. Rajveer Veera, and Ms. Anushka Mani for their unconditional support in the organization of this competition. The advisory board of the Moot Court Association, comprising of Ms. Madhavi Doshi, Ms. Shivangi Adani, and Mr. Yash Shiralkar, have been a constant pillar of support and guidance. Their unyielding dedication to the Moot Court Association is irreplaceable, and I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to them for their immense contribution. This moot would not have been possible without the constant support of the entire college administration and staff. Finally, I would like to extend my gratitude to all the teams participating in this competition. We look forward to hosting you all again. I truly hope that all participants have found this and a safe journey back home. To end on a solemn note, I now request everyone to please stand up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा उत्कलवङ्गा विन्ध्य हिमाचल यमुना गङ्गा उच्चल जलधितरङ्गा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशिष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जन
I now request the audience to remain seated while we escort the judges. Thank you.